Out in the tundra where the chill gives birth, rises a beacon of unmeasured worth. Yakograd stands with its banner so bold, a land of a story that's yet to be told. Oh, Yakograd, we raise our cheers. Through icy winds your voice appears. The Yak, our guide, strong, steady and true. With Commissary J, the future's new. Fields of frost silver, rivers that gleam. Every heartbeat swears to the dream. From peak to valley, our pride won't fade. In the Republic, the greatest is made. Oh, Yakograd, we raise our cheers. Through icy winds, your voice appears. The Yak, our guide, strong, steady and true. With Commissary J, the future's new. Every storm we weather, we stand refined. EJ, commanding both heart and mind. The Yak shall graze where the heavens bow. To Yakograd we make this vow. Oh, Yakograd, we raise our cheers. Through icy winds your voice appears. The Yak, our guide, strong, steady and true. With Commissary J, the future's new.
Hello everyone, welcome to Glorious Republic 10-Year Plan Part 1, Part 36. Alright, he's very good, hello. How is everybody doing? Very good today. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Ooh, what's going by up there? The guys, they're back. The it's back. Oh no. The balls, they have returned. Anyway, happy Friday, everybody. How you guys doing? Sorry for being a little bit late today. I had to finish working on the other car. Start up the AC/DC. I've got big balls. Yep. Absolutely pendulous balls. So we got a long stream today. Long stream. We got workers, we got Flame Trench, then, I don't know, got a couple hours until GTA racing starts after Flame Trench, so maybe we could, I don't know, do something. Today is glorious day, I graduated high school. Congratulations, Resi. Congrats. That's awesome, man. You've taken your first step into a larger world. You're getting congratulations from even over in the YouTube chat. You just got done playing Indiana Jones, Clayton. Nice, dude. Nice, nice. Novoraptor's making Caesar salads for us all. Oh. Annie gifted a sub.
This is space. I'm in space.
I wonder if EJ is confused with my double chatting. No. Not at all. A gift for graduating. There you go. Good guy, Nova. So, pictures of the 37. I can't take a picture of the whole truck because it has a company logo on it. And, yeah, I'm not doing that. So, here's the front. I just took this picture a second ago. Isn't that nice? Yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. It's got white wall tires. It's got no fenders on it. It's a cool truck. Yeah, she got some fancy shoes on it. They're tubed white walls, too, which is... How's it running now that it has oil in it? Well, I got the lifter tick out of it. It did have a little bit of oil, Hellfish. It wasn't a lot. I probably pulled like maybe 2 to 3 quarts out of it. Maybe. I have, you know, the oil drop pans, right? The circular drop pans. It didn't even fill that up. Like the catch pan with the, you know, the nozzle on one side. You drop all the oil into it, you could pour it out. Didn't even fill it up. So that's, yeah, not great. There was some coolant in the oil, but that was from where we took the intake manifold off, and some coolant got in the oil, which is why I needed to change. That was the big reason why I needed to change the oil and why I didn't just add oil to it. Did you know the Caesar salad was invented in Tijuana? No, but that's cool. Yeah. The thing is
This is space.
Rusty
I'm in
paid it
space.
forward by gifting a sub to Escar. Nice. The thing is that it's still chattering a little bit, but it's not the valve train. I think one of the rockers might be just hitting the top of the valve cover. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. The motor is smooth. Very smooth. Smoother than we got the 318. Like, that thing does not move, but it's making a chattering noise. Chattering noise kind of sounds like a... like this. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but we made sure that the rockers were tightened down. I'm thinking these valve covers might have some clearance problems because they're a different type of valve cover than was on it. No, but that looks great. Chicken Caesar salad. Nice. So the tri-power intake manifold had the oil fill, right? It had the oil fill coming out of the intake manifold, and when we swapped to a 4-barrel, right? The Edelbrock EPS did not have that, so I needed to put breather valve covers on it with the fill on the cover, right? Yeah, the tick is gone. The tick was coming from the left bank, and it's not there anymore. It's just I think we're having some clearance problems on the right valve cover, but the motor runs great. It runs real good. Are they tall covers? They're Edelbrock finned covers, dude. Might have a picture. Hold on. We got to get into planning. We're already running a little late, but I have a picture of them here. So that's the valve cover. Yeah. It's a finned valve cover. It is kind of tall, but yeah, I'm thinking the breather paraphernalia or the PCV or something is it's chattering it up. Because those things have baffles underneath the breathers, right? So oil doesn't spill out the breather. So I might need to get another set of valve covers. Small block Chevy valve covers are nothing. It's whatever. You can go down to the store and buy them. I know that the O'Reilly's near me has a set, so. Maybe don't make that up and down motion. What, this motion? But yeah, the motor runs nice and smooth. Carb runs great. I down jetted the carb. I told you guys that because it's 650 on a 327, which is too much. That's too much carb. So I down jetted it. It should be good, dude. Like the motor, if that damn chattering wasn't there, the motor would sound awesome. Like this thing, you start it right up, it goes right to this small block Chevy. It's dude super healthy. Shoots right to 800 RPM and just idles. That's it. Smooth. You wouldn't even know that the motor's running if you looked at it with, like, if I took a video of that thing with no sound, wouldn't know that it's running. I'm car hunting. The reason I'm doing that is because your car was totaled. You told us about that. Is there a difference between a 3-cylinder and a 4-cylinder? They have different names, Clayton. So yeah, one has 3 pistons and the other one has 4. Last. Put a little something on the top of the rocker. Dude, Tessa, I'll have to take the valve cover off and we'll have to check the witness mark because it's hitting it, right? So, dude, might just hit the valve cover with a sledge and just bend the baffling just a little bit. That'll do it. Yeah. If I didn't throw away the Moroso stamps, I'd send them to you. Why would you throw away Moroso stamp covers? What's wrong with you? It'll self-clearance over time, Dean, that's for sure. It'll definitely self-clearance, but if it self-clearances, it's going to put metal shavings in the oil, and I don't want that. Other than that, car runs great. Yeah, I talked to the owner yesterday, and he was like, dude, yeah, he stopped by, and he saw it. He was like, this is awesome. This like you did a great job. I'm like, he's like, you want me to take it out of your yard? I'm like, no. He's like, oh, you don't care? I'm like, I was like, dude, look at how many vehicles I got here. No, I don't care. It's not a big deal. I'm like, look, some of these aren't even mine. You know, like, no problem. I tried to sell them, give them away, etc., etc. No takers. Whatever. Yeah, if we get some, I might just take that valve cover and just cut some of the baffle wherever it's hitting, whatever, you know, and go from there. Because the motor sounds great. It's the chattering, yeah. It's the chattering, that's all. We'll figure it out, dude. It's good. But anyway, we got a plan today. I also got the metal brake, guys. I didn't spring for the $180. The $180 one that goes in the press. I just have a regular 30-inch metal brake. It's just one that you bolt to a table. That will be more than enough. Yeah, the camera thing kind of screwed my budget on the car. We're gonna have to, yeah, we're gonna have to make a lot more stuff by hand now, but that's okay. It's okay. I don't want to skimp on the structural stuff. The structural stuff's super important. So yeah, knocking over that camera really screwed me. But you got a nicer picture. I went back and looked at the VOD for the auto streams yesterday. Dude, that camera is way better. Not better than just the Vivitar. It's a better quality picture than the CX405. But the CX405 has a lot better zoom. That's the thing. But anyway. Hey, Space Pope. That was Jack, by the way. It was Jack on yeah, taking pictures of the OLM yesterday. That was yeah, he was absolutely him. I ended up talking to him a little later after the stream, and I told him how it went down. He thought it was hilarious, dude. Yeah, he thought it was really funny. All right. Okay, so we're in April of 1970, Apollo 13. We're gonna stop and spend probably the next month in game, not in real life, planning out what we need to do. I started the game in 1960, right? And the first thing we did was build out all of this. And, well, we are a little bit behind on it. We are still profitable, and we are still, despite me taking a loan last stream, just a bridge loan so we could get the food factory finished. We are still debt-free. We just don't have a lot of cash, but that's okay. Once again, I sprang for that so we could get it done, which is good. Now we gotta, you know, We're a little bit behind here. I got to get plumbing and electricity out here. Well, I got some electricity, but we got to get plumbing and sewage out there. But what we're really going to work on today is where we're going to go. Where are we going from here? So in this game, I found the best way to play workers is to just take some time, go slow, and figure out where you want to go with this. Like, what do you want to do? So, what I think we should do, is start planning over here on the NATO side, which I did start doing at the end, a little bit at the end of last stream. We got to start planning how this all goes together, and there's going to be an iron mine over here. There's an iron deposit over here, so I think it might be prudent to words, EJ, words. It might be prudent to get iron, another village up over here. Yeah, get another village or another city, not a big one, another settlement basically over here, and start planning out for the iron mine. You need to get a client waiver written up so your neighbors can sign it to let you stream servicing their cars and trucks. Teach to mix of modern and classic services as you go. I would have streamed working on this thing, Tessa, but the problem is that I don't have the space. And I'm not streaming outside. Yeah, I'm not streaming outside. I don't have any space, dude. What are you gonna do? That's part of the reason why I wanted this car to be drivable, just in case I need to get it out of here. And don't worry, when we get the new parts next week, we'll finish up that trunk, and we will get the car drivable again. Yeah. Build a bigger shop. Yeah, in good time. You've been looking at a Mitsubishi Mirage on Auto Trader for $15,000. Do not buy a Mitsubishi. Don't do that. Mitsubishi's weak in the American market. You're gonna have trouble finding parts for that. Yeah, Rares. Getting the new metal in is gonna be sick. Yeah. Should be good. What you could do in this new city is build a radio station. Yeah. I was thinking just getting a new city down here. I do want to plan the second phase of this city. I have it all planned out over here, and then I want to expand more, but we got to think about what we're building and what we're making and how it's going to be made. So we never finished kind of over here. I didn't get the power plant up. We don't have a power plant, and it's 1970. That's not great. We really got to get this going. But in order to get... I think that's a good place to start. In order to get this going, we need to tally up what kind of population we need for this thing. For this area. And we should probably finish over here first, and then build a new sector for the city this way. And then what we could do, Violent, is we could build that radio station in over here. So I want to get this all planned out over here, that side of the river all planned out. I want to get the second phase of city expansion over here. So what do I recommend? Find the same car. Plenty of Ford cars out there. Find one. Do not buy the 3-cylinder. Yeah, don't do that. Just go find another Focus, man. You just want a car. Any Focus from the late 20-teens will be fine. Are you planning on exporting power for the moment? I set up my grid to do it. Violent, that part of the big thing was getting the power grid set up for import and export. It's designed for both. It's designed to be able to export power and distribute power into the city. We really got to get that done. But yeah, let's figure out how we want to get this all done over here. My car's a 5-cylinder. Guess the brand. Audi. Audi or Volvo. Hey, I was close. Nice. All right. So yeah, we're a little bit behind over here, dude. I gotta took my dang Volvo. Hey, find my damn Volvo. Yeah, dead crew. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, so we got to figure out how many people are going to be needed to run this coal mine at full capacity. I do have a coal mine right there. I want the coal mine to the power plant, to the heating plant, up and running. So I mean, how many people do we have? We have 1,900 workers, 323 highly educated. The amount of highly educated has gone up, which is good. That's good. The clothing factory is basically running at maximum capacity. Like, we're exporting clothes like crazy, which is fantastic. I'm almost thinking make another one next to it, but we'll see. Yeah, everything in there is running just fine. I also wanted to do a port, but I don't really have a need for a port. We're not exporting much in bulk, you know what I mean? So we did get the fabric and the clothing. Dude, that's good to go. This could do with having crops, but the clothes, we import crops and chemicals, and the clothes that we export vastly outweigh that. I'm paving this road right here to the Apatomo border. I'm thinking it might be prudent to do a chemical plant over here somewhere. Because you have the oil, we have the crude. Instead of exporting all this crude, we could make chemicals. We could do chemicals with it. Yes, we can do chemicals. Where are you? Whoa. How much does that pollute? Yeah, pretty much full. Alright. Well, how many people would we need to run that thing? The chemical plant, we need 180 people. That's easy to expand into. Your textile town is called Svetshop. Oh, yeah? That's pretty funny. Trench tonight? Yep, I'll be there. That needs 700 people. Whoa. Wow. That thing's pretty neat. What do chemical plants need? So they need gravel, wood, crops, oil. Oil is what they need the most of, and water.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
The small plant would be better to put out with the oil field. Yeah. Yes, precisely. We could put the small plant out here. Hey, uncapping 30-month resub. Thank you. Build 2 of the large chemical plants. They make an absolute ton. That thing makes 9.2 tons of chemicals per workday, that's a lot of chemicals, man. We could really expand. So the first thing that you should do is figure out what industries you want, right? Figure out what industries you want to do, and then build the city around the planned population, like how much people you need. So generally the rule of thumb here is, for people that don't know, is if you have, like, take the clothing factory, right? The clothing factory is 80 people. It says 80 people at maximum capacity, right? If you take that and you multiply it by 3, 20, so you have 3 work shifts, 24-hour, 3 8-hour shifts, 24 hours a day, right? you need 3 times the amount of people than the maximum, right? That's the general rule of thumb to keep it nice and stocked. Now, yeah, we actually zoned a little bit more than what we need right now. Interestingly enough. And if we expand more, we're going to have even more that they're going to need. I'm honestly thinking about making another clothing factory. Like, that's... Maybe we should just level this terrain and build another one. Build another one across the street. But then again, remember, our goal is by the 90s, right? We want to be making a good majority of stuff. So, putting a chemical plant over here is good because it's next to the oil. But also, and it's kind of far away. It's far enough away where I know the chemical plant won't pollute or anything. We could nestle it up here. But then again, everyone is telling me that there's bauxite up here too. So I might not want to build over here. Maybe we could put the chemical plants right here. Just put it across the street from the oil. Big chemical plants at the larger oil field on the other side of the map. We could do that. The thing is like if we do that, if we do a chem plant, right? If you do a chemical plant, yeah, it needs... Hey, Luca! €5 super chat. Coffee's on you today. Thanks, buddy. Oh, dude, I left my coffee on the pot. In the house. You reminded me. That's not a fresh pot. Go get it? I will. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Look, enjoy the view of the city. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I gotta go get my coffee. Thank you, Luca. Thank you very much. We'll put that on the mug warmer right there and wait for it to warm up. Start with the small plant at the small oil field so chemical plant is not the bottleneck by the field output. Yeah. And Red Panda gave us a raid. Excellent. What's up, Red? How are you? Yeah, I forgot I put a pot on this morning because I was busy. Very busy. Very busy. Yeah, so not so ADD moment right there. Did you try out that simulator I sent over to you yet? No? Why would I? Dude, I have done nothing but sleep and stream. And watch that video. Like, I haven't had the time, Nick. I'm really heavily invested in getting the car finished. Or at least the back. Yeah, I gotta get that. I gotta get it done. I at least have to get the back of the car all put back together so the thing can move under its own power, so it can drive around. Yeah, I'm just heavily invested in that project. First check if it's worth it to put down another oil well. It's not really. We min-maxed the placement on these pretty hard, dude. These ones are... This one pumps out tons of oil. Of course, there's a fly in here now. Let me think. Where do I want that chemical plant to go? Actually, the closer we can make that to the road, the better. Yeah, the back of the car is torn off. We got onboard helmet cam from Indy at IMS. Nice. That's cool. Oh, that's sick. Nice. Yeah, Nick, the back is still off. We're just figuring out how to rebuild the damn thing. We had a breakthrough yesterday. I made my first cardboard-aided bracket. You could see it on the table. The cardboard-aided design template. There's a bunch of folded-up paper on the desk over there. Yeah. We got, I made a stencil of what I need, and then I cut it out, and made a template, and we got to make it out of metal now. I needed to get a metal brake, though. The way that template's going to go together, I needed a metal brake. So, I have one. It's in the shop. I think it's sitting on the Coronet. I don't think you can see it in the shot. It's up there. It's sitting on the hood. But, yeah. We'll get that rebuilt. Next week, we're really going to start putting a lot of stuff back together. Okay. Why not build rail to the chemical plant? I have train tracks here, but there's no... They're not connected into my main rail lines. When I first designed this, that was my one kind of regret, that I built the highway with no rail access over here. But we do have the border, which is nice. Would it prioritize placement? Would it make sense to prioritize placement of final product factories like chemical to be adjacent to the rail network? That's kind of what I'm thinking, Frango, and if that's the case, it needs to go over here. I allotted this area here for construction materials and factories. Like, the whole idea with this design, with Gorkagov here, and Textilgrad, was that the city goes right here, and then all the auxiliary, all the industry goes around it. And you have easy access roads and train tracks for everything. One pictures of the Coronet at Starbase. Yeah, we'll see. I got it, Dean. I wouldn't drive that car 20 feet right now, let alone like 1,500 miles. You can't. There's no the rear end isn't hooked up. It won't get you very far. Which reminds me, I gotta buy new leaf spring shackles because we broke them. What are you gonna do? seal the crap out of that car before taking it into the environment. I got lots of seam sealer. I got weld through primer. I got rust converter. Believe me, that thing is going to be sealed up real good. Will you ever going to use that car on the highway again? Yeah, sure. Dude, it's great driving down the highway. Large chemical plant on the main rail network. Small chemical plant to supply industry near the small oil field. So, Andrew, part of what I'm thinking, dude, is like, you know, some people are saying build a big chemical plant, build a small chemical plant, build a big one, build the small one, build the big one. It makes sense to scale the industries. That freaking fly is back. I don't mind the fly, except if it flies between me and the damn camera. Come on, get out of here. Hey, Chief. Hey, Uos, what's up, dude? We got flies. Frick. We got flies again. Trying to see if he's chilling around here. Come on, get out of here, you goddamn jackass. All right. Real life MSC moment. I told you we're playing summer car. Well, we're playing summer car. Anyway, what I'm saying is build to scale. So like we build a small chemical plant first and get chemicals up and running. Because remember, our end goal is to just be self-sufficient. We don't need to import chemicals, right? I don't want to import chems. Chem import is really killing me right now. It's one of the things, along with steel and fuel, that's really making my day worse. So it might be prudent to just make a small one here. And then if we need more chemicals, make a big one later. I mean, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, dudes. The chemical plant needs sewage. Might be a good idea to make it go across the street. All right. Hey, audio. 12-month resub. Keep it up. Thanks, dude. I was thinking make a retention pond over here. Calling it now, Coronet at Starbase before POA finished in Star Factory. Man. Why you gotta do me like that? That's what I mean, small plant for now? Yeah, okay, Andrew. I had to talk myself through it. I think you're right. I think that's a good idea. How much does the chemical plant pollute? Yeah, pollutes pretty badly. What's its demand on oil? 1.2 a day. This small oil field right here should be able to feed it. We can use the larger oil field here for export still, and we could modify this one. Now that means, where do we put the chemical factory? Probably put it right here. But if we put it right here, like I said, we need plumbing and sewage and storage and whatnot. This thing needs gravel, so we need an aggregate storage for it. It needs wood. It needs crops, which is warehouse. Oil, which is, yeah, okay. And then it makes waste and it needs water. It doesn't need potable water, though, so we don't need to put the water through a chemical plant or anything. But having drinking water out here would be a good idea, probably. Hey, Sea Kraken. Vad består för Herr Johnson? Wie geht es der Republik? Die Republik ist gut. Kameraden. Okay. Connected to your power grid. All right, cool. So we have some rough plans for a chemical plant over here. Whether we want to put it over here or put it over there, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Chemical plant further away from the lake. On the ruble, how much would the input of goods for chemicals be versus the export per ton? So oil, we don't need to worry. I mean, oil price is in the toilet. I kind of like the idea, the meta of exporting oil. If you keep exporting oil, it keeps the price down. From what, at least that's what it's been doing this seed. You know, now that I said that, it's going to spike like crazy. We need wood is nothing. Bringing in wood is nothing. Bringing in oil is actually also pretty much nothing. Gravel is nothing. Crops is nothing. Water and power are nothing. And we're importing chemicals at 1,500 a pop. 1,500 per ton. Dude, there's no way that all these resources here, there's no way that all those resources there tally up to that. Especially since, like, we can make gravel here. I have a gravel plant right there with 2,000 tons. Does chat remember when the Pillar of Autumn was going to be done by Christmas of 2024? You asked that in both chats. Tagging me in YouTube. No. Can't help it if nobody watches, dude. I was prepared to put 5 months of work every day into the Pillar of Autumn. And then I started doing that. I started playing Satisfactory every day, and the view count went into the toilet. Yeah, I double streamed to YouTube, Uos. Yep. I wonder why, though. I miss those streams. Airben is like, everybody's gung-ho about the Pillar of Autumn, and then I go and stream it, and no one cares. I don't understand. There's something going on here with the streaming metrics that I'm not taking into account correctly. I get asked about the Pillar of Autumn every day, and then I go to do it, and no one gives a frick. No one cares. Those streams do terrible. I've had streams watching paint dry that do better than that. That do better than those. Like, the metrics don't friggin' lie, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I'd much rather watch the car build. Yeah. Like, I drew a template yesterday. Drawing that template for the coronet did better than, like... That was better... That I got better numbers there than the last Pillar of Autumn stream that I did. The last Pillar of Autumn stream that I did was working on the elevator shaft because Satisfactory 1.1 went into experimental. So I was like, oh man, people are going to be super into this. And I played it. No one cared. No one cared. I want to finish these projects, guys, but I also really don't want to not put food on the table. Quick math says at max production, each chemical plant does about 400K per year. Yeah. Yeah, dudes, that's the reality. Like, I'm sorry, I thought I'd just tell you guys. I would love to finish it, but I also don't want to lose thousands of dollars doing it. Then if I do, what's the point, right? Like, yeah, not gonna lie, Satisfactory is kind of boring to watch. I still did because streaming the game, but it's meh. I know, Nader. I know. The numbers don't lie. Because, dude, like, that's the thing about this, man. You're gonna sit here, like, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna ask, hey, you guys want to work on the Pillar of Autumn? And obviously, a bunch of people are gonna say yes. But usually, the people that say no don't say anything or just shut the stream off. Like, it's never gonna be a good. It's never gonna be a good metric, you know. We watch for you. I know. A lot of you do, and I appreciate that. But at the end of the day, dude, like, I mean, you could just say screw it. I'm here no matter what, but IMO, the Pillar of Autumn was a little boring, just too repetitive with all the steel beams and not much else. We watch for EJ, but EJ streams for money. Like, Press, like, I don't mean to reduce it to that. Like, I stream because I like streaming, and I love these projects. It's just, if you don't get them done expediently, people don't care. Like, which, I'll admit, dudes, I'm not incredibly used to. I'm not used to that because I worked on long-term projects in Kerbal and the viewers were always there. And I applied that same philosophy to, you know, Satisfactory, doing a long-term project in Satisfactory, doing long-term projects in Workers, doing long-term projects working on the car. The numbers are like, the car does okay. It's okay. It's not great, but it's just not, it's not the magic in the bottle that Kerbal was. You know? You need to link the project up so many times. Yeah. Impress you now, it's never really suffered massive burnout. I don't burn out on games, dude. The pad and KSP, that was a tough time viewership-wise. Yeah, but for sure, I saw it through, and it ended up blowing up in my face, but that was good content either way, you know? You don't have to answer, but how many viewers did you lose when KSP took a nosedive? Huh. I won't say an exact amount. I have half the sub count that I had. Yeah, before KSP tanked. That's what I mean, dudes. And that's the nature of the business. It took me a while to reconcile with that. Like, yeah. But I will say this. I have half the sub count that I did. But I also, Partner Plus rolled through, and the 70-30 split really tanked most of that loss. So despite having like half the subs that I have, I still make about 75% of what, well, 70% of what I was making. You know, like, it didn't push at the end of the day. I definitely took a pay cut after the pandemic and then Kerbal tanking. But Partner Plus is basically keeping the stream afloat. Yeah. If Partner Plus didn't roll through after Kerbal tanked, I would have had to wash. Like, I have to. It's nothing, like, I don't know. Like, I would have had to stop. A decent chunk of that high sub count was due to the pandemic, too. You're right. I should explain myself a little bit more. Tessa, I was comparing to 2019 sub count. Yeah. It's a little over half of what it was right before the pandemic, dude.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
But the other thing you guys got to the other thing that I got to take into account, dudes, is that, yeah, I took a bit of a pay cut, but I also started working for NSF, right? I really wish I'd done that before the pandemic. I should have been more vocal about it. That's on me. Yeah, the Flame Trench makes good money. Doing the Starship streams for NSF makes pretty good cash. And so, guys, even though, like I said, I've got about half the sub count that I had before. Yeah, I'm not making that much less money. But, like, here's how my brain works, all right? I like going and seizing the day and stuff. Like, if I could get some good content that could get the fire, like that we had from Kerbal, back into the stream, oh, we could fund rebuilding the entire Coronet, no problem. You know? I wish Twitch rolled out Partner Plus in like 2018, 2019 instead. If they had done that, dude, I would, dude, I'd have like 3 lifts in the garage, man. I know you hate ads. Ads don't help on Twitch. You know where ads help? On YouTube. Yeah. Monetization on YouTube is huge. But you got people claiming your stupid VODs all the freaking time. Cough stationeers. Tessa, all right, let me explain this in terms that might be, excuse me, I'll explain them in very candid terms. No one gives a frick when we play stationeers. No one cares. I can do the craziest stuff at stationeers. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares, dude. Like, I'm serious. I could do a bunch of physics lessons in stationeers. I did that, and no one, like, it's not, nobody cares. Honestly, NSF is how I found you and then your streams. Yeah, Rares, that's great. NSF is doing some good stuff, man. Like, between NSF and Partner Plus, I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. I just... It's just, yeah, after Curb, I made a career out of playing KSP, and then there's no more KSP. And I'll be honest with you, Kitten Space Agency seems awesome, right? But it's gonna take a while before that game is good. What do I do? You found NSF because of me. There you go, Regal.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
12-month resub. Thank you. Timberborn kind of pushes. People get sick of it. It was cool when the update came out, and then, I mean, the numbers fall off as expected. That happens. Hearts, as much as I love Hearts of Iron, No Force, people don't. The Hearts doesn't bring the bacon home, dude. It's an after-hours game, which sucks, but KSP will still do good work, Nader. I'll admit I have a little bit of, not an ethical qualm with that, but I don't know who owns the rights to KSP. I don't know who I'm inadvertently supporting. We never figured out who Take-Two sold the rights off for the game to. I don't know who sold the game. I don't know who's pulling the purse strings. I don't know who owns the IP. And I'm not 100% sure if I don't know who's supporting the IP if I should be playing it. You know? Hey, Bree. What's up?
Nothing. I was thinking about this place for dinner, but it closes at 3. Would you wanna? Can you pick something?
Oh. Yeah, sure. That one.
Sunday only.
It's not really anything here that's catching my fancy.
What did you get last time we went?
A breakfast sandwich.
Do you want breakfast for dinner?
Yeah, just get me that with bacon, please.
Okay.
Sure, why not? From what I understand, KSP was sold. KSP, it's sold to a holdings company or something, dudes. I don't know. I don't. Chat says hi. She's gone. Like, yeah, fellas, that's really where I'm at with KSP. I kind of want to go play again, but I don't know who's supporting this game. And especially after what happened with KSP 2, I'm very, very, very hesitant on supporting games. Like, we got burned from KSP 2 and it pissed me off. Like, it really screwed with my head. Like, it still messes with me. The signs were there. I should have seen it coming, you know? Haveli Investments. I don't know who that is. Do they even care? Like, yeah, we got Roadcraft coming in a few days. Roadcraft might be good, Tessa, sure. It's always darkest before the dawn, dude, but yeah. KSP1, you supported the original devs, not the IP. You support the original devs, not the current IP holder, like watching old Star Wars isn't supporting the prequels. That's not really how video games work, Nader, because if I play the game, people are going to want to buy it, so that's inadvertently supporting somebody that I know nothing about. I don't want to do that. I really don't, especially after what happened with KSP2. Sorry, I got burned. I got burned, and I'm not making that same mistake twice. Like, sorry, I didn't mean for this conversation to get so real. And guys, believe me, it kills me to talk about the stream like a business. I hate it. I can't stand it. Like, I do this because I like it. But at the end of the day, like, with content creation, you have to keep pushing. Like, you have to keep pushing, and you have to have some. You can't just go in and. I wish you could, like, when I played Kerbal, dude, I could just go in, we could play KSP, everything was honky-dory, I didn't even really worry about it, you know? But, yeah, if you want to stay in this line of work, you got to keep doing stuff, you know? Wouldn't the original crew get royalties still? No, that's not how IP with KSP worked, dude. That's not really how the games industry works too much. You don't really make royalties off of games. Yeah, don't go there, dude. Like, what happened with KSP wasn't your fault. I should have said something. I really should have, man. I should have said something. The game... Alright. I'll be very candid here. Okay? The game sucked. It was terrible. It was awful. Like, it wasn't fun to play. I got bored of it 2 seconds. Anytime we tried to do something even remotely complicated, the game broke. Every time. Even when we started playing science mode, there's nothing to do. Like, every time I tried to play the game the way that I've made a career out of, it broke. That's why I always kept asking for better editor controls, better editor controls, better editor controls. That got ignored. I tried reaching out. I tried adding devs on Discord. Never answered me. Like, I don't mean to air out dirty laundry like that, but I was being nice. I'm like, okay, the game's going to get there. It'll get there. It needs some time. And, you know, even in the dev notes and stuff, we were told that there was supposed to, they had a lot of runway. They had a very long runway. They had funding indefinitely for a long time. They had funding indefinitely for a long time. We kept getting told that. We kept getting reassured that. And then you ran out of funding. And then the thing got pulled. Like, yeah, there were signs here, Bennis. There were signs, and I decided to be nice because I let the Kerbal franchise blind my judgment. I let it blind my judgment. I'm like, it's Kerbal, it'll be fine. The original game was being developed for like a decade. It's not a big deal. It'll be okay. If it was any other game, I'd be like, I'm not playing this. And eventually, dude, like, we played KSP for like 3 to 4 months. KSP 2, we played it every day for 3 to 4 months, doing all the challenges. It was fun, you know. And it just got to the point where I couldn't play it anymore. It was physically pissing me off. Like, every day after the stream, I'd be like, I hate this. This sucks. Yeah, SVO, I know. But we got all the hosts are on YouTube now, dude. Go watch Dirthead Shed or Freiburger's channel. Freiburger's channel's amazing. Sorry that my question spirals out of control. Can we get back to workers? No, Violent. I also feel responsible to tell you guys this stuff. It's all good, man. Yeah, it's fine. Fine. Like, I feel like freaking Krennic in Rogue One. Like, we were this close to greatness. KSP2, man. We were this close. This close to greatness. We could have had all the glory. Damn it. You know, like, ah! Remember you, Captain, remember your pressure points. Remember your pressure points. When is your NDA time up? I don't know. Yeah, Nader, it is a business. I try not to run it, and I try not to be like, oh, we need 5 more subs to get to this. I never do that crap, and I never will. I don't feel comfortable doing it. That's not how I roll. You know, I want to earn subs, right? Like, but yeah, I don't have any problem. Like, it is a business. You have to run it like that to an extent. Like, even if I let the content drive my business, right? Like, I don't look at number. Like, I let the content drive my business. If you guys don't like the content, I stop doing it. That's it. Like, sometimes you get wins and sometimes you don't. Wasn't your NDA with the old company, not the new one? I don't know. I don't know the terms and conditions on the NDA. I'd have to go read it again. I don't even know where it is. I'd have to find it. But, yeah, dude, sorry. I don't mean to get so real, but yeah, I feel obligated to be truthful about this kind of stuff. I don't know if I'm alone in this, but after the initial science hype, Kerbal 2 was forgettable, which is kind of weird. It's not fun. It's not a fun game. It did not capture the magic that KSP 1 did. It didn't. You would still be earning sums even if you use some of the ethical tricks that are used. Ethical trick. I'm not doing that. Is that why you never revisited Flyout? It was unpopular? Nader, I built a 1-to-1 T-38 in that game and got it flying. That series didn't do well, dude. Flyout's good, man, but it didn't capture the same kind of magic that KSP did for whatever reason. Yeah, we'll play Roadcraft next week, dude. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Dead Crew, it was extremely difficult to play that game. It was very hard to play. And I held out hope and I sat there like, it'll be fine, Are we still playing Workers? Yeah, this is not a good Workers VOD, though. I was thinking about just changing it, but... yeah. After Kerbal fell out, Violent, yeah, like I said, Twitch Partner Plus and working for NSF saved me. Diversifying my revenue streams to an extent saved the stream. Yeah, without Partner Plus, not worth it. It's not worth it. I would have been making not enough to pay the bills. Content creation is tough, dude. You never know what's gonna stick. It's tough, man. We wouldn't leave you. I know, Chief. I get it, dude. I know you wouldn't, man. But you're not gonna pay my whole salary by yourself, dude. Have you ever looked at Archean? It's pretty impressive. I think I played that once, Nader, and honestly, it didn't do anything for me. I'm in this funk where, like, I don't want to try new games as much as I used to because of KSB2. Like, that's how bad that game screwed with my head. Time to start playing League or Valorant. That is a great way to lose every viewer. I've thought about a career in the Navy. I'm too old, Chief. Content creation is way harder when you can't use stick anymore. Yep. Did Tarkov do any good with the Mosin Man streams? Mosin Man streams were starting to catch on, Sea Kraken. My problem, yeah, they were starting to catch on, but we stopped doing it. Thousand Starlink satellites up this year. There was a Falcon 9 launch this morning. Yeah, it's only the second flight of a booster, so who cares? I think Cities 2 would have been a good avenue, but that was a broken mess too. That's the other thing, Major Noob. I had 2 of my franchise games for the stream flop in less than 6 months. Cities is still not fun to play, dude. I went and checked in on I checked in on it off stream a little while back. It sucks. It's so bad. Workers, I'm trying to play Workers like City Skylines, but people don't. It's not nearly as popular as Cities is. Basically, the worst case scenario occurred. Yep. I always had in the back of my mind that, KSP is going to take some time. KSP2 is going to take some time to get right, and even if it doesn't do well, I can always pivot to Cities. Cities 2 will be great, and we can always play that, and we can focus on civil engineering and stuff, and it'll be fine. And to be honest, guys, I could probably go play Cities 2 and do pretty well, but it's just doing the same goddamn thing over and over and over again. Your city's always going to come out looking the exact same every time. Like, my first city, I the first city I ever made grew to 2.4 million people or something ridiculous. We had a crazy high population, so much so that the game simulation slowed down so much. Like, in order for a minute to go by in game, it took like 3 hours or something. I don't really know where to go from there. Like, where do you go from there? You can't really build stylized type cities like what we did in Cities 1 because the buildings weren't there. The water physics are completely different. Like, so you can't do the cool dam irrigation projects that we worked on in Cities 1. You can't do any of that. I'm tired of doing the same thing again and again. So when are we doing a cross-country trip? Yeah. Project Epcot was awesome. You can't do that in Cities 2. You can't make it. The resource distribution system in that game is so bad. Like, and yet you have a game like Workers where like 3 or 4 dudes made it, and it has better resource distribution than Cities does. You know, like, I think KSP Magic wasn't just the game, it was the historical context, education, and your personality. Maybe try and fly out to build significant historical airframes with that formula? I don't know, it's just a thought. These building sim game sequels keep breaking your heart. Yeah, it was. It's tough, man. It's tough to make content, dude. You would enjoy Captain of Industry. Maybe we'll pull the trigger on it, guys. You know, everybody's like, oh, they just added trains, so. Andrew, I know you like Workers. Yeah, Workers is fun, man. I love this game, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't scratch the itch for some people. At least not everybody that was watching the stream like Cities. It's not a direct one-to-one to Cities, but I don't know if it's for you, it'd probably be really fun to watch at Minecraft. I streamed Minecraft every Saturday for 2 years. Plotrick. Yeah. Minecraft with community viewers, where we built an entire city in survival. Like city, skyscrapers. We had mines, we had pit mines, we had resources, we had aggregate storage areas, like Workers, dude. Like, we played it like that, and yeah, no one cared. Yep. I played DSP. Yeah, I don't know, Trey, maybe. Hey, Mats, what's going on? Stadiums, boats, shipyards, dry docks. Dude, we built the whole thing. Like, here. See if I can find it. Nope, server error. Someone who watched 5 minutes of someone playing and buying the game and then continue to play for 300 hours, it scratches a good itch. Nice, Woody. Yeah, yeah. Why the hesitation concerning realism overhaul besides wanting to show what stock KSP can do? Okay, twofold. One of them is what I already told you. Like, oh God,
Discovery, go at throttle up.
I might want to do the planning phase on Monday or something. I'm very hesitant to support a franchise when I don't know who owns the IP. That's the biggest one, dude. That's the biggest thing that makes me not want to play KSP. The other one is like, I don't know, man. Realism Overhaul's cool, but it doesn't really. It's just, I don't know. It's just not really what I'm looking for. when I want to play this, you know? Like, yeah, RJ, I got you. Yeah, that's the big turnoff. It sucks that it's a freaking Soviet game, dude. It's such a good game, too. Yeah. Realism overhaul did serious damage to viewership. It has been proven. It really has. Yeah. It's everyone that's like, oh, you got to play RSSRO, you got to play RSSRO, you got to play it. It forces you to play the game a certain way, and I'm not sure I'm into it. But yeah, the biggest thing is that I don't really. I would love, dude. Like, part of me is like, just go back and play Kerbal, but the other part of me is like, you know, not knowing who owns that IP is kind of. I'm not making the same mistake as KSP2, dude. So I'm not doing that. I have Dyson Sphere program, Trey. I just tuned in. What's going on? Mats, we're just talking about kind of state of the stream and stuff, dude. Yeah. Nice shirt. Thanks, Nez. Nice. You as well. I played Factorio on stream, and I was just getting backseated every... Dude.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Yeah. I have nothing to add to Factorio. That's my big thing. I didn't get it on the ground floor for that game. The meta for the game is already really well thought out. It's just, and if you don't do it exactly like how people want you to do it, like yeah, people won't want, like, it's bad. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I think this is just representative about how the gaming space is as a whole in 2025. Getting into gaming or in PC or even console is ridiculously expensive now, and then games come out broken or in early access where there's only a promise of future features. It seems almost impossible to be a content creator these days. It's tough, man. Yeah, it's tough, but you guys have been good to me. I mean, I'll stick it out. Don't worry, I ain't going anywhere. At least as much as I can, you know? Just saying, you play a lot of games I very much love. I would like you to play Captain of Industry, but I don't want to sound like a broken record. Everybody wants, yeah. Yeah, Nick, exactly. That's it. You'll just get meted. Yeah, it's bad. You don't really have any creativity with Factorio. You can't change the design because it's two-dimensional. Like, there's the most optimized design, and if you don't do the most optimized design, everybody gets up your ass. Throw in some IRL stuff, and I'm happy. Yeah. If you ever want to do some IRL science stuff to shake it up, hit me up. Yeah. Yeah. What about pole dancing on stream? I don't think anybody wants that, Microwave. Yeah. Hear me out, Star Citizen. I don't think I have anything to offer Star Citizen, Nader. Star Citizen is a cool game, and I no doubt would have fun with it. But what the heck am I? What does EJ engineering and STEM? What does that game do for that? Like, it's no doubt that it'd be a fun game, guys. I could sit here and play Counter-Strike all day. I don't like I told you, I don't burn out on games. I really don't. Like, I do not do that. It just doesn't happen. Like, I can play games indefinitely. Apologies for yesterday. I had a budget meeting and I had to review something. Hey, Nick, don't worry about it, man. You're just trying to help. I know that. It's all good, man.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Coronet's not finished. No. Time for you to get in on GTA or RDR2 role-playing. There's no doubt I could do probably pretty well there, Pete, and I know people in the RP community. It's just, that's not STEM. It's not STEM. It's not, that's, like, once you rebrand like that, it's hard to come back. Rub the dust off of space engineers. I don't know. Google says Haveli owns KSP. The team members page of Haveli looks like all the people images are AI created. That's what I mean, Darkru. I don't know these people. I know nothing about them. I do not want to support a game where I don't know who owns the rights to said game. Hellfish, viewer servers don't work. They don't work. It's good for building your community, but they don't work. It's not good content because everybody just plays the game when you're sleeping or something, and then everything gets done, and then that's it. There's no longevity to that content. I meant to start working on high-powered rocketry. Yeah, we could do that. Actually, Seacracken, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Viewer server only active during the stream. Then sometimes people aren't here. People wouldn't be here to play. You're not counting on the same people being here all the time. Hit up Joey Boy. Drummer suggested Captain of Industry. Yeah, I know. And him and like 40 other people. That's what I mean, Shy. There's just... There's not much. Yeah, I gotta be careful with Kerbal. I'm not doing that. I got it. You just need to give millions of dollars away like Mr. Beast. Let's finish the car, and then we'll do high-powered stuff. The car is taking up a lot of space. We'll finish working on the Dodge, and then yeah, that's actually not a bad idea, dude. Just play Kerbal in real life. Screw it. Then we're beholden to no intellectual property. You know what I mean? What other cars do you have to fix? They all need something, dude. Every single one of them needs something. Even the 59 could do more work on that and make it better. Rocket-powered Coronet, you've got room back there now. You do have a turbo to turn into a jet engine. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to see it, but what about the cost? That's why I said after the car, Erudite. Yeah, after the car, when I can recoup some money. We'll go from there. Sorry, guys, I don't mean this to be a sob story, dudes. I'm just telling you what's going on. I'll find ways to make more content, you know? Actually, fellas, that's really not a... I guess I never thought about it like that, you know? If we do high-powered rocketry, like, you know, like what Joe does or something, like, it's just playing Kerbal in real life. And then we don't have to worry about it. Dean, don't worry about it, dude. It's all good, man. And you always have games to fall back on. Not really, but yeah. There was a jet engine sold in the 60s that bolted to the rear differential. I've seen that, yeah. All right. My brain is clearly not in workers planning mode today. I'm just gonna, we'll redo the pod on Monday. Get a sintered metal 3D printer and make your own rocket engines. Get this thing that costs $5,000 and then make your own, like, that, yeah, that's gonna require a lot of money. My money's all tied up in the car right now. How's it going today? It's going good, Tweets. Just, we're talking about some things, dude. Maybe work on the launch truck next after the Coronet. You said after the car. Yeah, yeah. You want to be in Texas? That'd be funny. I dropped that cap. That's gone forever. Maybe clear your head and come back in 30 minutes? Nah, we'll just do the planning on Monday. What do you guys want to do? What would you like to do today? Actually, I would like to go and screw around with that metal brake that I just bought to see if I can get it to, you know, work. But yeah, once again, I think go mess with the metal brake. I don't have any of my work clothes on, dude. I got sandals. You don't wear sandals in the damn shop. Can you do that in 2 hours, though? Yeah. All right. Yeah. Give me a second to go retool everything. Cool. I know automation. It's me. Yeah, might be something for you. Yeah, maybe. I've played automation before, dude. Yeah, well, let's do that. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm just, yeah. I wasn't really in planning mode for workers anyway. Let's, yeah, I'll jog the YouTube VOD. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Let's go tee that up. We can always watch a shuttle video. Actually, that reminds me, I did watch Zach's the CSI Starbase video about Pogo. Real good stuff, dude. Real good stuff. That video was sick. Yeah, we can talk about that more in a second. Let me jump out and go get my work clothes back on, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I'll be back in a moment. The video is still on the back burner, Sea Kraken. Yeah, it's just got away from me. I'm trying to do too much. All right, I'll be back in a second. Stand by for loss of signal on YouTube as expected, and we'll go screw around with the metal brake.